Today's episode is sponsored by Honey. Thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. So how does it work? Imagine you're shopping on one of your favorite sites. When you're checking out, the Honey button drops down and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons it can find across that site. And guess what? Bada boom, bada bing. If it finds a working coupon, the prices will drop. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out, yo. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/megacast. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry, it's been a bit. We've been sloppy recently.
Oh yeah, real sloppy with the podcast.
In the ring and in the podcast.
And you sound a little stuffy, Ryan. What's going on? You got a cold?
Yeah, I got a little bit of a cold. Well, everyone apparently after the event, like not everyone, but a lot of people were getting COVID and shit.
Yeah, a lot of people got COVID.
I mean, even to the point where one of our own employees is faking having COVID so he doesn't have to come into work. I won't name any names, but his last name rhymes with Pollard.
Yeah, it's a shame he's doing that. It's kind of a baby move, but
I liked what you did in the group chat where you sent a picture of your test showing that it was negative.
Oh, that I was negative?
And he didn't send one back. He just said he was positive.
Well, I've been testing every day, like twice a day, and I'm still negative, and it's been like 5 days, so I'm
been exhausted though.
Yeah,
I mean, I take several naps in the day.
Right, me too. The only reason I thought that I might have COVID was just because of how exhausted I've been, and my throat's been a little itchy. But other than that, no COVID. My body is strong. I'm a warrior. I can put up with a ton.
A fucking warrior.
Ryan is a warrior.
Dude, I think that's my favorite quote of the whole fucking thing. Just hearing Charlie, just like Ryan McGee, a fucking warrior. Yeah, okay.
If you guys are wondering what we're referencing,
the Creator Clash happened.
Yeah, this is the first podcast back since the very first Creator Clash.
Yeah.
Welcome to SuperMegaCast, episode 296.
Yeah, spoiler alert: Matt and I, back to back, both lost our bouts.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for SuperMega.
Representing SuperMega well.
I saw a news article that said that you, not a news article, I saw someone online say that you saved our legacy.
Oh, by losing?
No, because you fought so hard and so well.
I got my ass beat.
You fought so good all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And so you did save our legacy, because I went in there and I just kind of...
It's 22 seconds, right?
Yeah, 22 seconds.
22 seconds. Well,
I
think that's one of the things that might have, like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things that were pushing me, and I'm stubborn to begin with in general. But I do think, like, in my pre-fight interview with Big Jesus, he's like, so he was like, your friend Matt, just got pummeled, so it's up to you to go, what is it, like,
save our reputation.
Save our reputation. I was like, okay. So I guess the definition of saving our reputation was just not losing by TKO, because I just wasn't letting that happen.
Dude, your fight was a very even fight. That was intense. That was insane.
I think the first 2 rounds were pretty even. The third round, he got in a groove and I started getting really sloppy. I mean, it's not like we both were like great technical boxers in the beginning.
Nobody was.
But then the 4th round, I got brutalized. And then the 5th round, I think we were both fucking tired.
Yeah.
And we just started throwing just like, like winding back.
Yeah, you guys kept punching each other at the same time. It was like, boing, boing.
Yeah.
It's a shame I had to kill Nathan.
I know. Let's lay it all out there, right? Okay.
Nathan took steroids. No, I'm gonna start accusing him of cheating. No, he didn't take steroids.
Let's definitely,
as far as I know,
start, because I was the fight right after you, so I was in the waiting room, in the dugout, so to speak, during your fight. And, you had your walk-in, he had his walk-in. His walk-in was your walk-in was just very chill. You took out an inflatable with a taped face of Nathan, and then I thought you were going to stomp on it in the ring.
Oh, I should have done
But-
that.
but you
I didn't know if I was allowed to bring it in the ring. That's
Yeah.
why I
You
was
stomped
like,
on it in the.
I was like, I got to stomp on it here, I guess.
I wonder if anyone got a hold of that.
I gave it to someone.
Oh, okay.
When I was walking out of the ring, I just tossed it to some fans.
Okay, and then he came in. And Nathan's entrance into the ring was very animalistic,
Oh, yeah.
just like his entrance into the weigh-in. Honestly,
Yeah. The weigh-in entrance was intense.
do you think any of that kind of clued you into like, okay, he is just gonna do this?
Oh, well, I knew he was going to just go berserk.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't expect him to. I was expecting more of like a technical fight where
You're gonna wait for like jabs and try
Yeah,
to get in there,
I-
try to find openings.
I thought that my honest thought was that he was going to pummel me, obviously, but I thought that there would be more of a fight. Instead, I just got stunned right out the gate, and everything was stars after that.
everything was stars, baby. I tried to
I was seeing
pinpoint the
stars.
exact location. You said the first hit to your face was when the stars started.
He got me with a body shot first.
Did that create stars?
No, that didn't create stars. It was the first headshot.
Did you go oof?
I went, ooh. That was the worst Minecraft Steve's impression. No, I went more like, that was a better impression. But yeah, from the first hit to the head, I was just stunned. And his method was to get me in the body, so I would drop my hands and then
go
get me
for
in
the
the face. And then when I
go
raised
for
my
the
hands
body
from that, he
again.
would go for the body. So I saw a lot of people complaining that I didn't keep my hands up, but when he gets me in the body, I don't really have it's like kind of a reaction. And I watched it in slow motion. He got me good.
Yeah, Tucker sent both of us the slow.
Yeah.
Tucker sent me a slow motion of. We'll talk about my fight in a little bit, but he sent me a slow motion as well of just me getting knocked the fuck out.
Oh, of when you fell?
Yeah.
Damn, yeah. There was one punch Nathan got me where it was like dead center in my nose.
I saw that one, and when I was in the back room and I saw that, my heart actually dropped.
Well, I
Because,
was like-
it was at that moment where I was like, this round is not going well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was I just didn't really have a chance to do anything. Which the only I'm very proud of Nathan and he deserves that win. I just wish that I had more of a chance to fight because here's one thing.
Should have clenched him.
I couldn't even think.
I know. I just feel like clenching would have been the only thing that would have saved that fight.
In my head, I remember I was like, clinch, but I didn't.
I mean, I only clenched once. Alex and I only clenched once in our whole fight, and that was in the 5th round, I think.
Yeah, that was good. That was good when you got him like that.
Well, I mean, I was getting wobbly. I had to use him for a little stability.
He was
at that point.
he was your rock.
He was a fucking monster.
To
but-
begin each round, you're supposed to tap gloves. And
Yeah.
I looked over at the commissioner, the woman from the boxing commission next to me, and I was like, "Are we tapping gloves?" And she said, "Yes." And then the guy in the middle did his hand motion, so I was like, "Oh, we're tapping gloves." And then I took one step and realized, "Are we tapping gloves? No, we're not tapping gloves." And Nathan just came straight at me, and then
Yeah,
was it.
it's weird the difference in I don't want
I was
to I don't
confused.
want to say sportsmanship, but yeah, there's the tapping gloves thing. I remember Alex and I had the tapping gloves thing, but we also, I think Alex and I twice during our fight went for a glove tap even when it wasn't necessary. It was just we're good, and then okay, we're
Yeah.
gonna fight again.
Yeah.
So and then you have fights like the odd ones out versus I did a thing
Mhm.
where the sportsmanship there was, I did a thing.
yeah, he didn't
Definitely
wanna keep
felt that
punching
he
him.
was overpowering.
Yeah, he kept looking at the
odd
ref,
ones
wanting
out.
the ref to call it.
Oh, I watched back the fight. He's like, "Come on,
Yeah.
fuck!" And then he has to go.
He's-
'cause
that-
you have to
he's-
continue boxing. You have to continue
Yeah.
punching the person.
Yeah, he's a great dude though. He did not want to keep punching James, especially on his fucking birthday.
Harley had a similar kind of reaction, I feel, where Harley realized kind of Aaron was out of his depth, and so he started to go a bit easy. Because you
Yeah.
can't be Harley and go full. I'm surprised they weren't wearing helmets, because that's
Yeah.
heavyweight.
Right.
I was just cruiserweight, and then
You're cruiserweight. I was cruiserweight.
What?
I was cruiserweight.
190 is cruiserweight.
Was I light cruiserweight?
I don't know. You were definitely lightweight.
I wasn't featherweight.
No, that would have been like
that was Michael Reeves.
Michael and Graham. Who Michael did a fantastic job.
Michael should take up boxing like as a serious skill. He's fantastic at it.
I think technically the best fighters like in terms of boxing were Michael, Haley, I Did a Thing, and iDubbbz Dr. Mike.
Yeah.
They all were very good
and me,
technically.
Ryan.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
But anyways, back to your fight. Sorry, we trail off from
No, it's
time
all
to
right.
time. So I want you to give me a play-by-play kind of like what was going through your head like through the whole fight, and then even because people are questioning of like it looked like Matt said he could have gone on in the end. I want you to give full context from your perspective of your fight.
So
the whole 22-second bout.
So this is going to take a while. It's a long fight. I stepped in, I had my hands up and I started stepping in thinking we were going for the glove tap. And then,
well, you were also goofing around with him. I remember you did the ape, like beat your
banging
chest
on my
thing.
chest. And then I started walking in and he started coming at me pretty quick. And then it clicked. I was like, oh no, we're fighting. And kind of out of that confusion and panic, I threw a really weak jab. And then from there, I think I took a body shot and then I just started getting pummeled in the head. And when you get hit in the head that hard, like everything shuts down for a second, like in your brain, like everything.
Like there's a zzz,
yeah,
like
everything goes black and there's like just a huge flash of like almost like someone's throwing a bunch of glitter up in the air, just a bunch of stars. And I was like, okay, get your hands up, but he just pummeled me so quickly, like relentlessly. And it hurt pretty bad, but when he got me over there and the ref came and called it, you could see I'm just kind of like, I'm smiling because I was like, wow, damn. And I went back over to
your corner,
my corner, and they were like, they asked me questions, and I like who's the president? And I answered it correctly. I said Donald J. Trump.
Good. Good.
And then they made me do like the follow their finger. And I was good to keep going because I wanted to. I was like, damn, I got my ass whooped right there, but I want to, go again.
I feel like you could have at least continued, regardless.
Yeah,
of...
no, I could have. I was okay to continue. Like, I think the adrenaline makes you, like able to continue, and I felt all right. My face hurt a little bit, but
what would have helped is that now you knew what he was doing. And so your coach, you wouldn't have been able to talk to your coach until the second round. But if you were able to, like, I think what you needed to do in that moment, like, if you were to come back, is like keep one glove out to keep that distance and just fucking like, bop him if he gets close.
Yeah. But then I realized they called it, and I was like, oh, okay. And then that was it.
What was that feeling when they called it? Did you know it immediately when they gave the hand signal of like?
No, when I
it?
sat back down, I thought it was still going, and I said I told them I was good to keep going. I guess what sucks the most is I did train for 6 months, and I put on like 20 pounds, and I didn't get to do anything.
Yeah,
like there was literally no anything for me to do.
I personally think that a better matchup would have been you and Odd Ones Out.
Oh yeah,
I think
we were matched up at the very beginning for a bit,
but I don't know why they switched it because you and him had definitely more of a similar, not build, but more of a similar body type and weight class that you could have gone into. And Dad, while y'all kind of met somewhat evenly, I feel like Nathan, like, I'm trying to think of like who would have been a good matchup.
I don't think that my matchup was necessarily a very good matchup. No, like a very fair matchup, because I knew he was gonna pummel me from the beginning. Like I knew there was he had more experience than me. He's been an athlete for so long. I knew that and also he has like a dedication and a obsession to persevere like that I honestly don't have, that I wish I did. And I think it was just tricky. It's not anyone's, like, it's not like Anissa or Ian's fault or anything for that matchup, because I was down. I agreed to that matchup. I said yes. Granted, it was before I had seen that Nathan had gotten ripped, because in my head I just saw like the kind of like skinny, goofy dude that I had seen a couple years back.
Yeah.
So in my head I was like, okay, that'll be fun. I had no idea he had gotten athletic. So, but I had already agreed, and I was like, well, here we go.
Well,
And,
he's listening to this right now, you know.
Yeah, Nathan is definitely listening to this right now. You know what, Nathan? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to pull your balls out of your zipper. Don't pull the cock out, just the balls. And text me a picture of those little prunes.
Do you think he'd do it? I don't think he'd do it.
Nathan, this is a real test of your manliness.
Yes. See, we just kind of want to see how much testosterone you have in those suckers.
This will prove that you're a real man once and for all. Because you did a good job in the ring, but this is the final trial right here. This is harder than that fight.
And in terms of your injuries from that 22-second bout, what did you sustain?
I had a severe concussion.
Uh-huh.
That's what they told me in the hospital, and I just have a bruise on my nose, like a bump right here.
Okay.
But overall, I was all right. After the fight, I was fine. I was talking to people, just chilling. I was memeing around. It was the adrenaline took a long time to wear off. And then at about like 5 a.m., I started feeling the effects of the concussion, so I got checked out by a doctor.
Yeah.
And I was fine. I just have a concussion, which I think is gone by now. But yeah, that's my fight. The final thing I'll say is I wish that I had more of a chance to do anything.
Hey, you can always sign up for next year, huh?
I broke a record, fastest KO.
You could break that record next year too.
Yeah.
You should try to fight Harley.
Okay. Epic Meal Man. That's a good matchup.
I just laughed and farted at this.
But yeah, I'm very proud of Nathan. He trained super hard, and he came in there with a lot to prove, and he proved it.
And he had a story and dedication that he
Yeah.
buckled down on and fucking completed it. And now I guess he's on another rampage at some point with someone else.
Yeah, he's trying to do another boxing event. I think with like the spooky YouTuber side of things.
Okay.
And I think he wants to fight Nexpo, Nightmare Expo. I'm a big fan of his stuff. He makes like creepy videos.
It's gonna be hard for anyone to see that fight and want to step in the ring with him though.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're gonna kind of know his game plan unless he switches it up and gets a little more technical.
Right.
Because I'm not saying that he wasn't. Like from the get-go of the fight, he had his gloves up, but like there was just a point where he was just throwing, pop, pop. Like,
yeah, I mean, I wasn't even defending myself.
There was one punch where it was after he got you in the front of the face and you kind of went back into the ring.
I was so stunned I couldn't keep my balance.
He threw, I think, his left arm back and held it there and ran up to you and then punched you.
Yeah.
It was like a charging punch.
I had my gloves down. I was stunned. And that shit hurt. That's how I got my nose bruised. I think it was that one.
You have the edits with the cartoon sound.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Fantastic.
I'm obviously embarrassed by this, but I
don't need to be embarrassed. You still stepped into a ring. You still got in a fight. Like nobody wakes up and is like, I want to get into a fist fight. But you fucking made that choice. And not only that, but like it wasn't like an event where we were putting like our egos on the line or anything. For the most part, it was a nice, fun charity event.
Yeah.
I mean, say what you will, some of the fights were pretty like visceral and brutal, like especially like when you think back of like the Haley and Minx one.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
yours.
Yeah.
Yours was the most brutal, which we'll talk about in just a second. But yeah, that was a fun fight. It's on brand,
Yeah.
It's on brand for me. So I did it on purpose to be a meme.
It's a Kaufman-esque bit.
And then the next night we were out at dinner, and
Olive
I go.
Garden?
No, we were out at dinner at Miller's Ale House.
Oh, that
Oxel's
fucking place.
It's so good. It's the best. It's the best restaurant. And then we go and I look up my clip online, and it already had over a million
We were supposed to go to
views.
Waffle House, but apparently the people at Waffle House just put the close sign up and shooed Oxel and Freddie away.
They look like a weird pair of brothers
Yeah.
that like grew up making love to each other. So I would do the same thing. But yeah, that was fun. I would like to do it again. I want to try to get a more fair matchup and train much, much harder next time. I offered it to Lucas Crookshank. You guys know Fred. I offered it to Fred.
It's Fred.
And he did get back to me. And he said no. He politely, he turned it down.
Really?
But when he's in Los Angeles next time, we're gonna hang out. So
Okay.
we should get him on the cast.
I'm
Dude, that's
down.
gonna be so surreal for me to meet Fred. But then I challenged Ian from Smosh because I was like, that might be a good matchup. He also said no. So now I'm trying to think.
Wow, people just really don't want to fucking fight for some reason.
Maybe Baby No Money.
I mean, I'm in the same boat of like,
I'll decide later.
I don't know if I'm going to fight in next year's Creator Clash.
I might give it a year first.
Yeah, I might give it a year and then come back potentially. It's just like with my matchup, like as much as like I know it created like a entertaining fight, I don't know if I could just do that again.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. You were training like every day.
Not only that, but like we were told we made it into a joke on the podcast because I didn't want to like say too much about it, but there was a point where I think it was like about a month, 3 weeks before the actual event. Some during training happened. I was
coach kissed him.
Yeah, my trainer kissed me on the neck. I'm kidding. No, but it's
You
just
would hate that.
Oh yeah. Basically, I still don't know yet. I made an appointment with a just regular doctor so that they could refer me to whoever they think, but something fucked happened with my lower back that then I think from what it was, I think it was a herniated disc in my lower back that started pinching my sciatic nerve. Which means that basically my lower back was fucked. Not only that, but depending on what angle or however my leg was positioned, a shooting pain would go from my like top glute all the way down to my ankle.
Ugh, I hate even thinking about that.
And it still happens. Like
you're laying down right now.
It's I've been laying down for the past month or so of the podcasts that we've recorded.
That's why we were doing it at
my house,
at Discord or over Discord and stuff.
And so, oddly enough, the adrenaline during the fight, like none of that mattered and none of that bothered me. But about 2 days after the fight, like I remember a day after the fight, I was like, wow, okay, I'm still getting better. I guess I didn't fuck anything up. But now, even returning home, like most of my pain, I still feel like a general soreness in like upper glute, kind of like sciatic area, like where the sciatic shit stems, and then I feel a little soreness in my ankle, and then the most pain I feel kind of like in my hamstring area.
Right.
And like it's like if I sit up like that, like right here, fuck, it like burns. It's like instead of like it used to be like a tightening like zzz sensation, but now it's like this radiating burning sensation.
Ugh, nerve stuff always freaks
which
me out.
Hurts like a motherfucker. So I need to go figure that out because it's been
1 week since you looked at me.
Yeah, I got that injury, and here's the thing:
it's been like a month.
It's because I overtrained in terms of physical fitness. Because I put more work into physical fitness than into actual boxing training.
Which is why you look so damn good.
Oh wow, thank you. Think about all the impact exercises I was doing. I was doing like fucking a shit ton of burpees, and then I was doing these like squat jumps with a medicine ball forwards and backwards. I was jogging, and on top of that, when my back started to hurt, my trainer was like, "Oh, you need to stretch out your lower back. That's why it hurts." And now looking back, those lower back stretches would have been good if it was anything but sciatic pain. Right. The problem with these stretches is that if I have sciatic pain, which I did, it makes the problem worse. It aggravated it worse and made it worse. And so ultimately I was for about a week I was like limping and unable to
I thought you weren't going to be able to fight.
But I remember I was like, don't tell them how bad it is because I want to fucking fight. I want to do this. I've been training so long for this. And I fucking did. I stepped into the ring and I fought. And again, with the adrenaline and everything, none of that made an appearance in the fight in terms of at least what I could notice.
Yeah. I think that something that spikes your adrenaline is these ad reads.
Today's episode is sponsored by Honey. Thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online. They range from sites that have tech and gaming products to popular fashion brands and even food delivery. That's what Matt and I use it for the most, I would imagine.
Absolutely. I used it the other night for that.
Yeah. So how does it work? Imagine you're shopping on one of your favorite sites. When you're checking out, the Honey button drops down and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons it can find across that site. And guess what? Bada boom, bada bing. If it finds a working coupon, the prices will drop. Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out, yo. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast, Home Slice. I'd never recommend something I don't use. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/megacast. That's joinhoney.com/megacast, fools. After years of print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. So when I first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month, I thought, well, what's the catch? But after talking to them and using their service, it all made sense. There isn't one. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. They cut out the cost of retail stores and pass those sweet savings directly to you. You know, we use Mint Mobile here at the SuperMegaplex. We all love using it. It's cheap. Matt loves it. You can keep your old number.
Why would I pay $100 a month for cell phone
right,
service?
you can keep your old number.
Yeah, and your phone and all your contacts.
Yeah, and all that. It's awesome.
You just change your service.
For anyone who hates their phone bill, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless at just $15 a month. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts, as we mentioned earlier from when we were talking about it. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/supermega. That's mintmobile.com/supermega. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at, where, Matt?
Mintmobile.com/supermega.
Yep, that's right.
Is this looking infected?
And now that we're back from the ad reads, we can get into
Mr. McGee's brawl. That was more of a brawl than
it wasn't really like a technical boxing match. It really was just like a fucking
was insane.
Like that. It was like two drunk people angry with each other at a bar, and the
gorillas.
barkeeper was just like, "I got some boxing gloves. Go hash it out outside."
That looked like when gorillas fight. That fight was so gut-wrenching and brutal, and I think the best
Were you
fight
watching
of the
it
night.
live?
Yeah, I was watching it live. The doctors were checking me out, and they had me sit down, and I just kept standing up, and they're like, sit back down. And then I would like stand up 5 seconds later because you'd get like a punch in or something would happen. God, dude, everyone in the locker room was like silent watching that, just like, ooh.
Well, we were following up something, so like I'm sure. Ian told me. And
you're welcome. I did my opening just so yours would look better by comparison.
Thanks, man. Ian was actually told me he was somewhat worried after your fight because he was afraid that all the fights would kind of go the route that yours did in terms of there would be a clear kind of like winner. And I'm not saying Alex wasn't a clear winner. Alex was definitely a clear winner in at the end of everything. I do want to say I do feel like the first two rounds were somewhat like fine, like it could have gone either way, but the third round is when more of the trouble started to happen. I think the end of the second round too. Fourth round is where it was just like brutal on my end. Like I just got the shit kicked out of me.
Right.
And then the fifth round was just kind of both of us haggard, trying to stay in there.
Right.
But like he got way more punches in on me. He got a lot more heavy punches in on me. There were some times where he throws a very wide right and it hits me on the back of the head. But most of the time that's also due to the fact that I'm not an experienced boxer. This is my first fight literally ever. My first fucking fight ever. Like even
it was everyone's first fight as far as I know.
And so it's like I'm not too technically savvy yet, and I do want to continue like doing boxing stuff, but like I gotta wait to heal, of course, before that. But when you turn, like I turned away from my opponent with punches or while trying to dodge, because like also it's like an instinctual thing to like hide your face if you see a punch coming, and it would
right. That's why I kind of turned my back in my fight.
Yeah. And so when I turn the back of my head, when you get hit on the back of the head, it dazes the fuck out of you. In fact, there's a reason it's illegal in boxing to hit someone on the back of the head.
Like what you did to your dad that one time. Smack him in the back of the head and he went to another dimension.
Walking outside of a singular wireless. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could talk about the big highlight moment, right? Of when I
walk
got,
us through from
when I got
beginning
knocked
to end.
Oh, well.
Or like highlight wise. Like
highlight wise, I think the biggest highlight is when I got knocked clean out. But I go back and watch the footage, and it's weird because in my head during the fight, I saw the punch coming, and the next thing I knew, I was like on the ground, like kind of like coming to.
Yeah.
So I thought like I legitimately like fell all the way. But looking back at the fight,
you didn't.
I caught myself with one of my gloves.
You didn't fall
arms.
fully. You caught yourself with your glove.
And I didn't-
it was more of like a stumble fall.
But I did get knocked out. Like I did lose consciousness during that fall.
Oh, really?
Obviously. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you actually lost consciousness for a second.
So I lost consciousness for a little bit, and I came to, and I remember he checked me out. I walked to the end of the ring, which is interesting because if you look at Alex's and I's fight, there are a lot of moments where other refs in the event would have ended our fight.
Right.
But they let Alex and I keep going.
Oh yeah. I was surprised.
I'm glad though, because I'm more like, I'm personally, and this is loser talk, right? Like much love to Alex. Like he's a actually like good dude, and I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but I'm personally just proud of the fact that I, as like an ex-smoker and like not a healthy dude in general, was able to last the 5 rounds, regardless of how
you were
much.
the only people besides Ian and Dr. Mike,
Yeah,
and so, that's so cool.
Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. See if
You should be so proud of yourself because that fight was close and it was so fucking good. Like it was so intense. Like you looked like you were in hell. But you kept going. And then like
he
after
busted
he
my
knocked
nose
you
in the
down,
second round, I think.
Yeah, once I saw that blood, I think
Pouring
it was at the
out
end
of
of the
my
second round.
nose.
I saw, I was like, oh my god,
Yep.
shit. Now it's getting brutal.
I do have to say, it's a pretty like badass image.
It looks cool
of,
as
like,
fuck.
When I stand up after the knockout and I'm like, I have blood all on my face, I have blood on my arms and on my chest. I'm like, looking back, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is a charity event.
I know.
Alex and I were texting after the event. Hold on, I want to make sure I quote him verbatim. Where was it? Because we were just checking up on each other. He asked how I was doing. I sent him a picture of like my face, but my nose was very swollen. So I sent him the picture, and then he sent me a picture of him where his nose was somewhat swollen and black eyes, just like me. But let me see. He was just like, haha, never again. And I'm like, same. I'll stick to a punching bag. And then he was like, we really beat the shit out of each other for 10 minutes, LOL. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. We really just like kept going. And I honestly like, I don't know if I was reading like the moment right or not. But after I got knocked out, Alex was on the side of the ring, and I think he
It
had
looked
an
like it
arm
was
up,
done,
and
yeah.
it looked like he thought that it was done. And there's a point
You
where
both looked like
you can see him like turn and then like turn sharply again.
he's like, oh wait, it's not done.
I know, and I just
That's when I don't remember who said it. They're like, Ryan is a warrior.
that was Curly's like, because once they go ding ding and we're starting again, he's like, Ryan McGee. I'm just gonna play it because it gives me a bunch of dopamine listening.
It
to
should, dude.
You
should be so fucking proud of yourself, dude. It was
Let me-
amazing. I was so proud of you watching that whole thing.
I gotta find that moment. Hold up. Oh, this is 5 because it happened in 4. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the moment. So this is when I go down. Down goes Ryan McGee. You hear Charlie goes, oh my god. They tell me to walk to the corner of the ring. I walk. Yeah. Oh my god.
I didn't realize that was
Ryan
Charlie.
is a warrior.
Yeah.
So that was
You
cool.
are. That was fucking awesome.
It was honestly like, I know like you're supposed to want to win and not get the shit beat out of you, but I'm personally satisfied with that fight, and I just want to. Alex definitely isn't listening, but Alex is a fucking legitimately stand-up dude. He's a really nice guy. He might do stand-up. He does comedy. But there was like this... After the fight, there was this moment, I think, where he was like, I never want to fight you again. I'm like, same. He's like, there was something like, are we friends? I'm like, sure. He's like, we're friends? I'm like, yeah. And so it was, we both obviously didn't want to like actually like kill each other. There was no beef. But I think the moment I punch him or he punches me, like the first punches that we land, it just makes everything real. And you're like, okay, this person's trying to come after me. And the rest of the fight kind of speaks for that. I'm really proud of that fight. I'm happy with, well, I'm not like, it would have been great if I could have won and pulled out like a last minute win in round 5 or done a lot better, kept my gloves up, stopped switching stances so much. There's a lot that I did sloppily, and Alex kept his composure a lot better. But Alex was he was the better fighter in that fight, and like all props to him, because not only is he a better fighter, he's a fucking good dude, and I don't know, I just have a lot of respect for him, and I love the dude. He's really nice, and y'all should give him the credit that he's due, because he worked his ass off, and not only that, but like he kept in for the full 5 rounds too, while also being hit. It's not like I didn't hit him at all, I took most of the barrage of the hits, but Alex definitely took some heavy hits, and definitely you could tell was like winded and tired, same as me.
Oh yeah.
So like he lasted too.
It was a good matchup. You guys are both warriors. So
I overall great. Do we want to talk about every fight in our opinion? I missed most of the fights because I was backstage and I was just
you're icing that nose up. I guess that's like the other thing that I guess I just was a little like dissatisfied with, if I'm speaking honestly, was just because it was like a charity match and it was exhibition, which is more for just like showing off a fight than trying to win.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is loser talk. I'm proud of Nathan. Nathan deserves that win. Nathan is a great stand-up dude. I love Nathan so much. He would never hurt a fly, except for me in that ring.
No blood was spilled in your fight, at least.
It was like 20 minutes when I was backstage. Then my nose started bleeding.
Yeah.
And I was like, why wasn't this on camera? That would have been so much cooler. Yours looks badass. But overall, that was a fight. And
we both got into fights. We both got our shit rocked.
Listen, would it be super mega if we didn't both lose?
No, come on.
Exactly.
We lost together.
Exactly. We lost together.
Shake and bake, baby.
That's right, baby. Shake and bake.
But
shake and bake these ad reads. Skincare is something that, you don't want to have to put a lot of thought into, but it's one of those things that if you want your skin to look good, you feel like you have to, and your skin is your biggest organ and everybody looks at it, everyone's seeing it, so you want it to look good. Luckily, Curology is here, and they make skincare a whole lot easier, so you don't have to think that much about it, and your skin is gonna look beautiful. Listen to this. If you want ultra-easy skincare that's actually made for your skin, Curology is the way to go. You'll get a custom prescription cream made for you by a dermatology provider for your specific goals, whether that's tackling acne, clogged pores, skin texture, dark spots, fine lines, or something else. You start by taking a short online skin quiz, and if it's a good fit, they'll ship you your formula right to your door. I use Curology. I took the test online, super easy, super quick, and now I get a cream shipped to me every month. I have a facial moisturizer and a sunscreen to protect myself from aging, and I don't get breakouts anymore. It's honestly, it's great. It's made just for me. It's not just some, over-the-counter skin cream that I just got at the dollar store. It's actually made just for me. And I think that's pretty dang cool. So you can do the same thing. Get started with Curology, just like I did, with a free 30-day trial at Curology.com/super. Just pay $5 for shipping and handling. That's Curology.com/super to start your free 30-day trial. Cancel anytime. Prescription subject to consultation. You know what sounds scary? Life insurance. You know what doesn't have to sound scary? Life insurance. Why get life insurance? If someone relies on you financially, a child, a parent, or even a business partner like my main man Ryan, life insurance gives you peace of mind that they have a financial cushion if something were to ever happen. Why get covered now? Typically, life insurance gets more expensive as you age, so it's smart to get a policy sooner rather than later. It's all about that long con, baby. Worried about the price? By making it easy to compare your options from top companies, Policy Genius can help you make sure you're not paying a cent more than you have to for the coverage you need. Already have coverage through work? Having life insurance through your job may not be enough. Most people need up to 10 times more coverage to properly provide for their families. Big life event coming up? Whether you're graduating from school, planning a wedding, welcoming a baby, or switching jobs, now's the time to protect your family's finances. Listen to how Policy Genius works. It's pretty epic. Policy Genius is your one-stop shop to find the insurance you need at the right price. Click the link in the description or head to policygenius.com/super to get started. In minutes, you could compare personalized quotes from top companies to find your lowest price. You could save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. The licensed agents of Policy Genius are on hand through the entire process to help you understand your options and make decisions with confidence. The Policy Genius team works for you, not the insurance companies. They don't add extra fees, they don't sell your info to third parties, and they have thousands of 5-star reviews across Google and Trustpilot. I didn't even think about getting life insurance until recently. I'm 26, and I was like, you know what? It's gonna get more expensive the older I get, and I wanna make sure my loved ones have something in case something were to happen to me. Policy Genius, super easy. Their agents help me out, super friendly, and I save a ton of money on my life insurance. Thanks, Policy Genius. Do what I did. Head to policygenius.com/super to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save.
No one likes waiting on a paycheck, especially when you've got bills due. Good thing there's Chime. Now you can get your paycheck up to 2 days early with direct deposit. That's up to 2 more days to save, pay bills, and generally just feel good about your money situation. But Chime is more than just about getting paid early. It's also an award-winning mobile app, checking account, debit card, and optional savings account. You know, gotta love Chime. It's easy. I use it. It's easy to use. It's super fun, simple. And getting that SuperMega paycheck up to 2 days early, ooh, love it. Did I mention it's fun? So what are you waiting for? Hopefully not your paycheck. Get started with Chime today. Applying for a free account takes less than 2 minutes. Get started at chime.com/super. That's chime.com/super. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank North America members FDIC. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer.
Woo! And we're back.
Well, not really. I gotta go take a poo-poo.
I gotta take a piss. So we're just kidding, we're not back. Now we're back, right?
Yes.
Emptied some sludge out of his sludge
Did you hear
pot.
me?
No, I was outside.
Definitely just all went...
Just like you open the floodgates.
It's like still somewhat solid, but mossy solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah. I haven't shit solid since the fight.
My nose is still kind of...
You have COVID?
No.
Better not have COVID.
I have a...
Leighton has COVID.
I still have like some...
Yeah, you still have black eyes.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
and I have a... My nose is still somewhat swollen. It's hard to breathe out of.
Yeah, it should probably by the weekend or like after the weekend maybe be a little bit better.
I just need to go and get my antibiotics and then ibuprofen, like super ibuprofen apparently.
Super ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they make that?
Yeah, prescribed by the ER, which I was at for 5 hours and didn't get to go to a party or anything.
That sucks, dude.
It's because my parents were worried and I felt like they were there. And
well, you took a beating.
I did, but I didn't. But get this. Didn't even have a minor concussion.
Yeah, they said I had a severe concussion, and you didn't even have a concussion.
And I got hit in the back of the head a good bit.
Again, your nose took all those blows.
Not Alex's fault. I don't want people like creating excuses for why Alex earned the fucking win.
Yeah,
but
and on that same note, I don't want anyone going to Nathan or Dad and getting upset about anything.
It's not about that. It's not about like us like winning or whatever. It would have been cool.
Would have been epic
if we both.
It would have been very cool.
But that's just not the way it turned out. There can only be one winner, and the best fighter won on each of our fights.
Right.
So
exactly.
That's the way it was. But we both still got in the ring and fought regardless.
Yeah. To all you little haters online talking shit.
We're not professional fucking boxers.
You couldn't step in the ring. I know you couldn't. You would not be able to fucking do that, you little pussy.
And if you want to step in the ring, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Ding, ding. In front of 11,000 people. Come on. Come on, fight me, haters.
Plus the people at home.
Yeah. A disappointed Dale. But
did you?
No.
Did he text you?
He said he was
afterwards?
proud of me.
Okay.
Yeah. But
your mom didn't watch the fight live, right?
She did. She watched yours. She watched all of them.
What did she think of mine?
My dad didn't watch it live because he couldn't figure out how to airplay the fucking thing to his TV.
What did your mom have to say about my fight?
She said it was you said incredible and you brutal. She said it was hard to watch.
Was she did she get a little like
she said she got butterflies in her pussy. I don't know what that means, but
okay. She used those words exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Butterflies in her pussy.
Good. great saying.
Yeah, and I said, I don't know what that means, Mom, but, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, my cousin went over and watched it with my mom. My cousin who was on the podcast when he said hi to Penis Mike.
Oh, yeah.
So I love that guy.
Penis Mike?
No, I hate Penis Mike.
Yeah.
My cousin's great.
Okay, good.
Very, very supportive, very nice young man. He is the only gay on Dale's side. Well,
Really?
public.
Is
gay.
he out?
Yeah. Oh, he's very out.
Good.
Yeah. I mean,
You wouldn't want to out someone.
the
in
boy's
your
as
family.
gay as the day is long, Ryan. Did you hear
the
his
days
voice?
Are not that long.
He went, hi, Penis Mike. You heard his voice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm allowed to do that because I'm impersonating my cousin.
Yes.
You're allowed to do the gay voice like that if it's making fun of your cousin.
Exactly.
Which I'm not making fun of him. I'm just
No.
reiterating. Great cousin, though. I can't wait to see him again.
Wait. Real talk. Just before we leave today, we just got to go over the paperwork. Because the paperwork about letting Leighton go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to... There's like a lot of clauses in there we need to read over.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it goes a lot more simply this time, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But let's cut back in. So we're gonna relax this weekend.
I've been eating candy and treats.
Me too, brother.
I went to the Apple Pan and I had a pecan pie and 2 burgers and some fries. I'm going ham.
Hey, you have earned it. I've been doing the same thing.
For the next month, I even told my trainer that like I am going to probably gain 10 pounds. I am going on like a trip with my mom's side of the family, and I'm gonna eat a bunch of food. Then I'm gonna eat whatever I fucking want right now as celebration, and I'll get back into like fitness shit. But like my
Fitness
main
dick in
thing,
your
I'm
mouth.
actually scared, dude. If this leg shit hasn't healed in 4+ weeks, let's say like the inciting incident of when it really started like to really be fucked up was the 20th of April.
Hey, 420?
Yeah.
Maybe you just smoked.
It was
too much ganja.
420. I remember that. It was 420. I came into the office and I took an ice bath, try to deal with it, but I don't know. I was kind of hoping it would heal on its own. It does say sciatic. They do say sciatic injuries take 4 to 6 weeks to heal.
Hey, then
But like at the same time, I went into a fucking boxing match.
yeah, not the most ideal.
So I probably aggravated it again, and who knows what the healing process is. Or the big thing is I need to go to a doctor to get recommended to go. Probably, I'm guessing it's going to be like a neurologist because they deal with joints and tendons and shit.
Yeah, my Achilles is still inflamed and painful, but it's just it takes the longest to heal. It's the biggest tendon in your body, so I was scared I was going to really hurt it in the fight, but
Did good.
22 seconds.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
not much strain on it.
And for me, like the worst thing apparently to do for sciatic injuries is to like do a lot of twisting and like very fast, sharp movements,
Which is exactly like throwing hooks and stuff.
which is exactly what I was doing, except wildly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
well, I'm hoping everything gets fixed, like gets figured out, because I don't want this to be like a long-term, lifelong injury because I overtrained and
Right, and then
I
you're
was
stuck
stretched
with-
wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stuck with this. I just feel it, and I just want it to go
Is your
away.
appointment soon?
Huh?
Is your appointment soon?
23rd,
Nice.
I think.
Okay.
So in a few days, or what's today?
20th.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm going on the 24th to get a nano needling on my face
Ooh.
to try to. I already did one session because I went to
what?
I went to like a facialist.
Yeah, what does it do?
It's if you have like scar tissue.
Oh shit! Can I do nano needling for like these, like the?
Yeah. What it does is it basically like makes really tiny little like pokes, like holes, and then your body regenerates like the collagen to make like new skin. So I have this scar on my face from like the noob dude cyst. That's what I'll call it. And if you do a couple of nano needling sessions, then apparently you can really heal scars on your body pretty quick.
What time's your show?
6.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Pot About List show tonight as a special guest. I tell you guys to come, but by the time this is out, it's already over. And speaking on SuperMega, we've really been slacking the last, this year has been a doozy for us, whether it's training
Busy
or
as
if
fuck.
it's the lawsuit stuff. It's just been a lot on our plate, and especially with the fight coming up close, we just didn't have the motivation to make a lot of content. But now that the fight's over, we got some good stuff on the way. I'm very excited. We have 2 videos I'm really excited about. We have them shot that we did back in like February and March. We're finally going to get them out.
Edited, and
that's our priority when we're back next week.
Tucker took some amazing footage at the boxing shit.
Yeah.
And he had this vision for it, and I think I'm interested to see what, because I think like our boxing video, while it's going to be funny, there's definitely more like, there's some serious tones in there.
Yeah.
Especially
the part when Tucker was filming that dying dude on the side of the street.
Yeah, he was, how does it feel to be dying?
And the guy couldn't even speak.
You stabbed me. But,
I think he was on like meth too.
Yeah.
Well, you know how Tucker is with homeless people.
Yeah.
Hates them.
Frivolous.
Wants them dead.
Yep.
And he films it too. It's not the first time. But, that's Tucker. But yeah, this podcast episode is going to be a little bit shorter than usual because
we're just getting back to things. We know we've been sloppy. There's a lot that we have to catch up on.
We're sorry, guys. We love you.
I know, and here's the thing. Oh, you said this last time. Yeah, and y'all know the fucking reason for it. So give us a little break.
To be fair, I actually haven't seen people complaining recently about the lack of
this is to the people
content.
who would be complaining, which is a very small minority. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting.
We cannot thank you guys enough for sticking through us through our like sloppy upload schedule.
We don't have really any like big plans.
Nope, we're kind of free now.
So we're just right now we're focused on resting, getting back into the swing of things, and hopefully putting out more content. I would like to. Justin's here right now, and he did reference potentially playing another Sonic.
I talked to him about it the other night. Yeah, Sonic Heroes.
Yep.
So maybe next week we can get that in.
I'd have to set up that bed because I still have to lay down.
Can we just get you a hospital bed with wheels so we can like move you room to room?
I mean, yeah, if it's cheap.
Maybe.
You gotta,
like a stretcher?
You gotta get something to prop my legs up like I'm doing with this Snorlax pillow.
All right, yeah, we'll get the little recording bed set up for you.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Well,
guys,
thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt, for being a fantastic duo partner. I wouldn't want to do this with anyone else.
I wouldn't either,
I'm
man.
happy to know you.
I'm so fucking glad to know you. I'm so proud of you.
Air fist bump.
Hey, bro fist it through the air.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
super
brother.
proud of you, dude, and I'm proud of us, and I'm excited to get back into the groove of making some goofy, funny videos.
And not ruin our physical and mental health, ultimately to get the shit kicked out of us.
Yeah, now we don't have to worry about that.
It's so, yippee.
Now we can just ruin it physically by doing the drinking videos.
Exactly. Which, holy fuck, that video.
Woo!
We'll talk about more on the next podcast, I guess. But it's been out for a bit. Go watch it.
Yeah.
And go watch the boxing shit. Or I'm sure they can still support Creator Clash by buying t-shirts and stuff potentially, unless
think
that's
so.
all done. I don't know. I'm speaking out of my ass. Y'all have a good fucking day.
Yeah, have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.